Whoa! What the?
Hi there.
What's up, witches?
What's up?
I'm Linda Hurd.
And I'm John Kane. She had a much better reaction to that before we were recording. It was almost like that short that you see where the dude flips his hoodie up and smacks his girlfriend in the ass and she drops to the floor and he drags her into the apartment from there. It was almost that level. Almost. But she was prepared this time and yeah.
Anyway.
Welcome to Wicca 101.
On Getting Witchy.
Yes, on Getting Witchy. So, this is a segment.
Sure.
Okay. That we've talked about doing for quite a while. I've even started it twice with notes for our recording. And it just never seemed to happen.
Okay.
So tonight we're talking about let's do a recording. And my lovely, witch to my left, and love of my life, said, well, what are we going to do it on? And was it I or you? I think I said something, don't remember what it was now, but you said, oh,
New
beginnings. Because it's a new year.
Yes.
As of, 2 hours and 34 or 44 minutes from now. So new beginnings. That would be a good start to Wicca 101.
Yes.
New beginnings.
Especially a new year.
Yes.
So, what do you have for us?
What do I have? This isn't this is us.
Well, yeah, but
So there are many things with the new beginnings. For the new moon, which is a new beginning each month, we have the cinnamon ritual or spell, where you take a handful of cinnamon on the new moon and blow it into your doorway. Now, cinnamon is indicative of or related to prosperity, abundance, luck.
Here's one thing I've noticed.
And isn't it protection?
Well, yes.
So, blowing that into the doorway of your home, you are inviting and bringing that to your home.
One thing I have noticed, though, in my Facebook groups is, well, here's the thing. Is that
some of them are creepy.
There have been at least a couple people who have said that they blew the cinnamon in through their front door, but that's not the door that they use the most. They usually use the back door or the side garage door.
A lot of people like the back door.
If you're going to do the monthly cinnamon spell on the first of the month,
what?
You want
I'm not wrong.
You want to blow it into whichever door you actually use the most.
It's probably their side door from the garage. They just like the back door. What?
Anyway, moving on.
Yes, and then for the first of the month, again, it's a different but new beginning. Mm-hmm. Do the abundance check.
That's usually on the new moon. Well, I'm usually when I do it.
Mention that.
Usually when I do it, it's on the new moon. There are some people that do it on the first of the month.
So am I getting it reversed with the cinnamon? Should the cinnamon be done on the first of the month?
The cinnamon is on the first of the month. The
Why
abundance
didn't you
check
correct me when I just said with the new moon? Like literally 2 minutes ago, I said.
I was so taken by your beauty that I wasn't listening to you. But anyway, yes, the abundance check is on the new moon. The cinnamon spell is on the first of the month. But considering the fact that this is a new year that's about to happen, I don't see any reason why we can't do both.
True. If you're up at midnight, which we may or may not be, but
we won't be.
You know, when you get up in the morning, give yourself enough time to do that. Sure. Anyway, so I'm flipping through my little, well, it's not little, book of shadows of spells that I've done or research that I've done or information that I've been given. So one of the things that I have done and incorporated into my magic are runes. I've always been big on candle magic and
yeah.
What was that?
What was
what the frick was that?
what was what?
But lower. Like what the Anyway, I created an anointment oil to use in magical practices and spells. And then, are you okay over there? No. Do I need to call paramedics? Why are you beet red? What? You okay? Thumbs up, huh? So, I would utilize runes. I would take a candle for whatever, depending on what I was trying to do, a new job, money, just to cover expenses, and what was some awareness or protection. I would typically pick 3 runes and carve them into each candle, whether the candle was yellow, orange, black, or whatever, green for the prospective need. One of my favorite to use and used pretty much on all of them was Fehu. I'm probably pronouncing that incorrectly. It looked like an F with the lines going at an angle up. Its meanings in English are cattle, which I know that sounds crazy at first, but damn, baby.
But
you okay over there?
Yeah, fine.
You fucking yawning like...
I'm fine.
Okay. So, cattle and sheep were used to determine a person's wealth in ancient times. Like, if you had a lot of cattle or horses or sheep, you were a rich person / family. So, cattle, and then, of course, wealth, luck, money, and abundance. That was one of the ones that I would put on almost all of the candles. And then based on what else needed to be done, like ones for work, I used Ehwaz, EHWAZ. That basically looks like a capital M, which signified and worked with teamwork. Horses, which horses work well as teams. Twin forces, movement, and relationships. Sorry, I just looked at the Old English word for one of the runes, and the rune is Thurisaz, but in Old English it was porn. Porn. And in Old Norse was Purs, Purs, but meant giants, the strong one. Sorry, so that's why I was laughing. Anyway, one of the symbols I used a lot basically looked like a Z, but at an angle. I don't know if you can. Kind of.
I can always post it on Instagram.
That one. Right there. So you've got one line at an angle, straight line down, and then another line at an angle. That one, is the process of spiritual becoming, Kundalini, which is basically the same thing, and mystery of life. I utilize that several times in my endeavors to grow in the Wiccan path. And then there was, as one last, well, there's so many I've used. Ing. I-N-G in Old English. It's like two X's on top of each other. Seed for new life. Transformation, creation, the four selves. Not four selves, but the four selves. There's you. There's a spiritual you. And it goes deeper. So, but, and then action. So that was another one I used a lot. So anyway, I would incorporate that into my candle magic and even other magic, utilizing the cauldron and writing out what I wanted to do and burning it to send it into the universe. As I was doing research, you can't just do a spell and then expect something to happen. It's not the lotto. Well, I mean, you buy a ticket. We buy tickets. I mean, we're going to win eventually, but we buy a ticket every draw and wait for the universe to provide, which it will. But it's not quite the same thing.
No, it's not.
So you have to put in work. You want to create a new opportunity for yourself at work. You know, there are, with candles, we'll just talk with candles. Green or, I mean, even orange, because it stimulates and raises energy. Green for obvious reasons, money. Silver, same thing. Gold, same thing. You pick the right color candle or whatever resonates with you and go from there. I forgot where I was going with that. But I even did a purple one once when I was trying to increase my ability to manifest and for my magic to be. And then there was also, I hate to put it this way, but just like the affirmations that, I hate this word, psychiatrists will tell you to repeat to yourself. Same thing with magic, because it has been made it has been represented and the populace made to believe that it is not real. It's make-believe. When it's not, it is real. You're utilizing the energy around you to perpetuate change in your life and the world around you. Hopefully for the greater good, but not always. Anyway.
One of my favorite spells to use for new beginnings, especially when looking for a new job, is one
The newspaper? Sorry, I couldn't resist.
It would be started on a new moon, and basically you write on a piece of paper what your ideal job is. You plant it with a seed.
Oh, yes.
In a pot of soil, and you basically tend to that seed. And as the seed grows, your ideal
Energy.
job manifests itself. And I think it's, anytime I've done that spell, it's taken no more than a month.
Well, the same the same is true for relationships. Like if you
Right.
are seeking a relationship, that is one of the strongest spells to use on what I was taught was you write out your ideal, like be realistic, okay? Don't be freaking Disney-ana and coming up with some bullshit fucking image or concept of the perfect partner, because you might as well just get a Barbie or a Ken doll. But you write out what you are looking for, what you need, wrap that in the seed, because the paper will feed the seed
Right.
as it breaks down. And yeah, same thing. Like it may take months, but as the seed germinates
grows.
and grows, and you care for the plant and love and nourish the plant, you're also learning the tools to use
To nourish a relationship.
So it's that particular. I love that one. I've not done it yet because no, I haven't. Like when I put out the energy of what I was looking for in a partner, I did it in meditation. I did it in ritual, and I did it for years.
Do you foresee yourself needing to do that?
No. Why? No.
Well, because you said you've not done it yet.
Well, yeah, I've not.
Like
I did it a different method.
Like,
I did
do you
it.
foresee yourself needing to do it in the future? I'm just saying.
Don't say that.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
You're the one who said yet.
I've not done it because my method of sending the energy out to the universe was different. It was more direct. Just like when I cast a curse or a spell on someone, I don't need a cauldron. I don't need necessarily a candle. I don't need to put anything on paper and burn it for the universe. That is those are awesome rituals and processes. I have found that all I really need to do is put forth the vibes, for lack of a better way of saying it. And it took many years of me restating, and it changed over, I mean, what I thought I was looking for in the first year or two was not what I was looking for in year 4 and 5, and certainly wasn't what I was looking for in year 8 or 9. And it took a solid 11 years of me putting that energy out there. Now, maybe if I would have been more inclined in magic at the time, because I did back away from magic for a little while, which we'll get into, but I was still what I call dabbling. Obviously I was sending out, I just want someone that X, Y, and Z, and and then in 2019 I met you.
Okay.
She's exhausting sometimes. I know I am. But God dang it. Love you.
I love you too.
So, new beginnings. Hope you guys have a wonderful and safe new year. If you're getting trashed, don't drive. If you're driving, don't get trashed.
If you are getting trashed, there is if I recall correctly, it's like I don't even remember what it's called.
Well, Yellow Taxi used to drive people for free, and they would come back or send you a bill the next day.
Right. But there is a line you can call or text to safely be transported where you're going. Please
Hopefully
do not.
It's not Jeffrey Dahmer as your driver. Isn't it funny, though? Like, when we were growing up, especially when you're a little bit younger than me, but don't get into cars with strangers.
Right.
Don't talk to people you don't know.
When I was in my
teens.
And
yet, we are now calling for a car with an app and getting into a car with people we don't know.
Yes. When I was very young, it was don't get into a car with strangers. When I was in my teens, early 20s, it was don't give your information to people on the internet. And now we are calling for
just
rides.
That. And they have they have our credit card. They have our name,
personal information,
our address that we're trying to go to. So that's either our address or a friend's. It's interesting how.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Anyway, one love. Peace be with you. And I hope you all have a wonderful and merry new year.
Now, if you happen to be listening to this on Apple Podcasts and you like what you hear, drop a like, a comment, rate us, share us.
Well, even on YouTube, if you like it, give us a like.
Yeah, even if you're on YouTube, but
But I've wanted to not be one of those fucking channels that says like and subscribe. No, I mean, if you want to, do it. We would love to have you part of the family.
But I'm not saying you have to do it. I'm just saying, if you like us, please do it. Because it helps us.
All right. See, I just didn't want to be that one. It was like, hey, give us a like. No. I'm not doing it just because you said it. And that's the way I am with because I watch a lot of YouTube. And, it's like, yes, I enjoyed the video, but because you told me I needed to give you a like, not happening now. We love you. Thank you for watching. We appreciate all of you.
And if there is anything you would like to hear us discuss on our podcast, drop us a line at gettingwitchypodcast@gmail.com, or of course you can drop a comment. And if you want to purchase any of the potions we have available, you can reach us at...
Which we'll be doing more.
On our Etsy store at 3 Sisters Botanicals.
Did you just flip them off?
I said 3.
Oh, okay. Well, it looks like you're flipping them off.
3.
There you go.
Sisters Botanicals AZ.
We love you. Peace.